Welcome to class 9 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter photosynthesis. In my previous videos, I have completed explaining the light phase of photosynthesis. So I hope all those are clear to you all. I hope you have understood the steps of the light phase of photosynthesis. Now I'll continue with the dark phase of photosynthesis. Now this dark phase of photosynthesis is also known as light independent phase because light is not at all necessary for this phase, and obviously that is by the name dark phase, and thus it is independent of light. It can cause without light as well. Okay, so reading from your book, dark phase takes place immediately after light phase of photosynthesis. It takes place in the stroma portion of the chloroplast. So where does it occur? You have learnt about chloroplast. You know that stroma is a portion of the chloroplast, and it is where the dark phase of photosynthesis takes place. Okay, it is independent of light. The conversion of CO2 to carbohydrates with the help of assimilatory power in dark reaction of photosynthesis is thoroughly analyzed part of the photosynthesis. So in our previous phase, which is the light phase, we saw how the production of oxygen took place. Oxygen is the byproduct of photosynthesis, and what else were produced? NADPH2, ATP and H2O. Okay, now we will move forward from that. Also, dark phase is also known as Blackman's reaction. Why? This is an important question for 2 marks. Look at your book. Blackman first observed the reactions of the dark phase. So the reaction may also be known as Blackman reaction. Okay, after the name of the scientist. By employing the radioactive isotope of carbon 14C or C14, you can say, Calvin and his co-workers were able to formulate the complete metabolic path of carbon assimilation in the form of a cycle known as Calvin cycle. Now, another name for dark phase is Calvin cycle. One name we have already discussed is the Blackman reaction. Why it is known as Blackman reaction? Because Blackman, the scientist, was the first one to formulate to observe the reactions of the dark phase, and the other name of dark phase is Calvin cycle because the scientist Calvin and his co-workers they employed the radioactive isotope of carbon, which is C14, right? And thus they formulated the complete metabolic pathway of carbon assimilation, and from that how photosynthesis takes place. Clear? Now we will talk about the phases, the steps of the dark phase, just like we had 5 steps for photosynthesis, for the light phase of photosynthesis. Okay. Now first, before going into the phases or the steps of the dark phase, first we will find out what components are required for the dark phase. The components of the dark reaction are CO2, RUBP, NADPH. What is RUBP? I will tell you. NADPH and ATP. Now, NADPH and ATP are already formed in the previous phase, that is the light phase. Okay, and RUBP will incorporate or will enter the for the photosynthesis process in the dark phase, and CO2, obviously the plants are taking carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through the stomata. Okay, now these are the components of dark phase. Now the first stage is known as fixation of carbon dioxide. And formation of PGA. Okay, now the carbon dioxide that is taken by the plants from the atmosphere through the stomata, it cannot be used just like that. Wait. The carbon dioxide needs to be fixed to be able to for the plants to use it. Okay, so the substance that will fix the carbon dioxide is RUBP. The full form of RUBP is ribulose bisphosphate. It is there in your book, I think. Okay, first let me read out the first point. In this step, carbon dioxide is first incorporated with 5-carbon sugar phosphate compound, ribulose bisphosphate, RUBP. So the full form of RUBP is ribulose bisphosphate. Okay, now this ribulose bisphosphate is basically a carbon acceptor. It accepts the carbon, and it is formed by an unstable 6-carbon compound. Okay, so the carbon that the plant takes in is accepted by this RUBP. Okay, what does it form? It forms PGA. It forms PGA. The full form of that is phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, it immediately breaks down into 2 molecules of PGA, a 3-carbon compound. The PGA is a 3-carbon compound, 3C. RUBP was still a 5-carbon compound. Okay, so what basically happens? RUBP accepts the carbon dioxide, and then through a few steps it produces PGA or phosphoglyceric acid, which is a 3-carbon compound. Okay, now PGA is the first stable compound of dark reactions. This is a very important point. The first stable product of the dark reaction of photosynthesis is PGA. Okay, phosphoglyceric acid. Picking of CO2 by RUBP is termed as carboxylation or carbon fixation. So here I gave the heading as fixation of carbon. So who fixes carbon? RUBP, who accepts the carbon dioxide, fixes that carbon dioxide. Okay, and this process is known as carbon assimilation, carbon fixation or carboxylation, and incorporation of CO2 into organic compound is termed as carbon assimilation. So I hope first point is clear to you all. Moving on to the next point. So from here we got to know that RUBP is the carbon acceptor, and the PGA, phosphoglyceric acid, is the first stable compound of the dark reaction. Okay. Now moving on to the second point, which is formation of phosphoglyceraldehyde. It's a long word, glyceraldehyde. Okay, from PGA it will form PGALD. This PGALD is short form for phosphoglyceraldehyde. Clear? See, this PGA is converted into diphosphoglyceric acid. So first, it does not take place in one direct step. This PGA is first converted into DPGA, which is diphosphoglyceric acid. Okay, and by taking PI from ATP. Now from PGA it becomes DPGA. That means the phosphate group becomes double. Now from that DPGA it is converted into PGALD, which is phosphoglyceraldehyde. Now the formation of phosphoglyceraldehyde has taken place. Now what? Third step is synthesis of glucose. So in the third step, the actual product of photosynthesis takes place. Synthesis of glucose takes place out of 12 molecules of PGALD. So here, like this, one by one, 12 molecules of PGALD are formed. 12 molecules of PGALD. So out of 12 molecules of PGALD, only 2 molecules are used for synthesis of 1 molecule of glucose. So I have written here that 12 molecules of PGALD are formed, out of which it is then divided into 2 categories. One is 2 PGALD and the other one is 10 PGALD. So these 2 PGALD are required to form 1 molecule of glucose, and the remaining 10 PGALD will be required for some other work. So we will see what other work is there. So reading from the book, out of 12 molecules of PGALD, only 2 molecules of PGALD are used for synthesis of 1 molecule of glucose. From this simple glucose, Other organic substances like complex carbohydrate, protein, fat, etc. are formed as storage food. Okay, now moving on to the next point. What is the next point? Resynthesis of RUBP. Resynthesis of RUBP. Now there were remaining 10 molecules of PGALD, right? After using up 2 molecules of PGALD, which forms 1 molecule of glucose, we have 10 molecules of PGALD left. Now those remaining 10 molecules of PGALD will again regenerate 6 molecules of RUBP. Okay, so from 10 molecules of PGALD, it will produce 6 RUBP. So why is RUBP so important that it is resynthesized and it is taking up 10 molecules of PGALD? RUBP will only be able to fix the carbon dioxide and then take the process further. Right, so RUBP is resynthesized so that the dark phase of photosynthesis keeps on going. Okay, so I hope I'm clear to you all with the dark phase of photosynthesis, and I will continue with the next part of this chapter in the next video. Thank you.